Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to work on a garden plot story. And today's problem is going to be a little bit different than the bunk beds that we've been working on. Because for today's problem, um, there's going to be really one answer. So the problems that we've been working on, like with bunk beds and with our ways to make six, there's been a lot of different possible answers. Today, there is only going to be one answer. So, what we're learning to do is to add numbers together by drawing a graph to represent our thinking. And I'm looking for you to draw your vegetable garden, count how many vegetable gardens there are in all, and count on by using a number line. So this is pretty similar to our CGI problem where we're listening to a story and then we're going to figure out how many, right? So here's my story. Emily just picked fruits and vegetables from the garden. She picked 3 apples, 1 potato, 2 cucumbers. How many fruits and vegetables does she have? Okay, so here's my problem. And I'm thinking she picked 3 apples, 1 potato, and 2 cucumbers. So what I'm going to do is to represent my thinking, I think I'm going to make a graph today, right? And when we're making a graph, we want to make sure that we're making it nice and neat. So what I decided to do was I decided to use the paper that we used for measuring because this is going to help me keep my graph in line, straight and neat. Because if it's all mumbled jumbled, I'm not going to be able to read it. And somebody else is going to look at it and they're not going to be able to figure it out either. So first I'm thinking, oh, I remember she picked apples, right? And I'm listening. Ah, 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 apples. So I'm not going to write the whole word apples, but I'm going to listen for the beginning sound. Ah, ah. I know that's the letter A. So I'm going to write my letter A to represent apples. And then I'm going to listen. Ooh, how many potatoes did she pick? Do you remember how many potatoes? That's right. P, p, one potato. She picked 1 potato. So p, 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 potato. That's P. And then she also picked cucumbers. C, 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 cucumbers. I remember she picked 2 cucumbers, and I know c, c, c. That's the letter C or K, but I know C always goes with the vowels A, O, and U, right? And K goes with I and E. So I'm going to write C for my cucumbers. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my graph. And it's really easy when you're using this paper because your lines are already there. So you're just going to trace them instead of trying to draw a straight line by yourself, right? All right, so now I remember she picked 3 apples. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 apples, right? So let's think about our story again. Emily just picked fruits and vegetables at the garden. She picked 3 apples, 1 potato, and 2 cucumbers. All right, so I drew my 3 apples. Am I done yet? No, because I want to know how many all together, how many fruits and vegetables all together. Then I know she picked 1 potato, right? And do you remember how many cucumbers did she pick? That's right, she picked 2 cucumbers. Now I'm going to count how many did she pick all together? How many fruits and vegetables did she pick all together? That's right, 6. So how I counted was 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to show you a different way how we're going to count using our number line because we know when we count on a number line, it is so easy and important that we count on number lines because it helps us remember our numbers and it helps us count on, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make my number line. And we always start at 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this number line is going to go up to 8 because I have room for 8, right? So I know she picked 3 apples. So I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to go 3 jumps because those are going to be the 3 apples. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Am I done? No, because we still have to count on the potatoes and the cucumbers. So now I know she picked 1 potato. So instead of starting back at 1, I'm going to go ahead and jump 1 more spot for my 1 potato. And that brings me to the number 4. Then I know she picked 2 cucumbers. So now I'm going to go 4, 5, 6. Why did I make 2 jumps? That's right, I made 2 jumps because she picked 2 cucumbers. And when I'm done, I end at my number 6. So I can count my graph this way, and then I can go ahead and double check my answer just to make sure I'm counting on the right way on my number line. So you guys are going to go ahead and have a different problem, very similar, but with different numbers. So you're going to go ahead and make sure that you're uploading your graph and counting on your number line today into Google Classroom. Okay, if you need help, go ahead and rewatch this video, how to make your graph and how to count on your number line. All right, so remember, I'm looking for you to draw your vegetable garden. You're gonna go ahead and count how many vegetables there are in all. And you're gonna count on by using your number line. Make sure you guys are uploading your work onto Google Classroom.